I won't want a wife wearing virgin white on her wedding night.
Walking down the aisle, returning smiles, following flower child, leaving a petal pile, being served prepackaged innocence, kinda makes me feel like a pedophile.
You look like an angel to a stranger, an amusing altar for the altar.
The priest and father are fooled.
That I have never known you in the nude.
Honey, moons may appear new from our view, but partial sight parts with night, giving way to clouded light.
I feel blessed though your threshold of flesh folds is not a quest untold.
I know the guest slowed,
But your welcome mat is still old.
the ring I bring her might fit her finger to show she's not single. But if I find her needing a reminder when I'm not beside her, I need something to sink in. I was thinking of a bonded band that can't be removed. Let's link with the ink of a tattoo.
Wouldn't it be a shame if removing a stain from your hand for whatever reason, it goes down the drain. I just want the connection of our affection to ring true. I love you, but I like your bridesmaids too.
I don't like the chase to monogamy.
There's no sense in hogging me.
Gender roles are not magnetic poles, genetically disposed, dramatically opposed in order to attract. But if identical paths overlap and both bring bacon back after a day's work,
Which one should cook? Even if turns are took and time is spare for childcare,
when income comes in pairs for a home, time is money.
and a kid is alone. To raise a child takes a village, so let's try out groove marriage. I'm not trying to stabilize my own harem. I realize I'd have to share them with some other men, but then again, if there's a fight and one night you can't mend, you can go to the other husband.
Sweet!
And I can get some sleep.
I won't be your first. There's even a slim, tiny chance not your greatest. And I do know you rate us. I can get past not being your last. I just want to be the most recent. Because being clothed doesn't mean being decent.
and being chaste.
And being chaste is such a waste as you chastise your waist, chest size, and face. The proper and decadent was invented by those intimidated by the feral female. You're sexual beings as well.
Don't be ashamed the man's to blame for you feeling askew about a screw.
We took human nature and domesticated it. A man's castle is a woman's cage.
And we're led to believe that we can conceive of wives that lose their desire when they retire their last name.
They're still the same wild women that got our attention, that did the things we won't even mention to our best friends. I consider it a blessing you don't need lessons on going down below.
I know you didn't learn from a show.
You dove more than Jacques Cousteau. I never wanted to be Marco Polo.
Or Chris Columbus.
I'm glad you've done this before.
There are no more untouched shores.
Nowhere left to explore.
I wander mountains and valleys of your land, cleared by the last man's hand.
This is a stand for women's liberation. Ladies' libido celebration.
If you want independence, don't live a life independent.
If you want the floor dance,
Put on pants.
widen your stance.
Here's your chance.
Let me stay at home.
I promise I won't roam.
As long as we can keep the babysitter after the kids are grown.
To share just seems fair to me.
So with this being said,
Would you marry me?